Most infections sneak in quietly, slowly, silent, invisible. But not this one. Gas gangrene doesn't just invade the body, it detonates inside it. Tonight's story begins with something so small, most people wouldn't think twice about it. A scrape on the leg, a cut from work, a wound picked up in the middle of a normal day. For most people, it heals. But for a rare few, it becomes a countdown, a race against an enemy that multiplies faster than almost any bacteria on Earth. And once it activates, nothing about it is subtle. It started with a deep ache behind the calf. Not sharp, not extreme, just wrong. A throbbing pressure that didn't match the tiny cut on the skin. Within hours, the pain grew. Hot, heavy. Then the swelling started, like the leg was inflating from the inside. The skin stretched tight, shiny, almost plastic-looking. But the real warning sign came when he touched it. He felt something move, a shifting, a bubbling, a subtle crackling under the skin as if the leg was filled with tiny pockets of air. Most people describe it like touching bubble wrap made out of human tissue. Doctors call it crepitus, and it's one of the most terrifying symptoms in emergency medicine. Because this is what gas gangrene does. The bacteria don't just spread, they create gas, releasing toxins that melt muscle, strip away blood supply, and leave nothing but dying flesh behind. By the time he reached the hospital, the leg had doubled in size. The redness had spread from the ankle to the knee. And the pain? Completely out of proportion to the wound. Doctors pressed gently on the skin and heard it. A soft crackle like stepping on snow. Gas trapped beneath the flesh. They knew immediately. Clostridium perfringens. Gas gangrene. One of the fastest killing infections ever recorded. The race had begun. Inside the body, the bacteria were multiplying every 10 to 15 minutes. Each new wave releasing more toxins, more gas, more destruction. Blood vessels shut down. Oxygen couldn't reach the tissue. And without oxygen, Clostridium becomes unstoppable. The skin now shifted from red to purple, to a dark mottled black. A smell developed, sweet, sickly, unmistakable. A sign that cells were dying faster than the body could clear them. Doctors immediately started IV antibiotics. They prepped oxygen chambers. They pumped fluids. But even with everything, they could see it spreading. Gas gangrene can destroy a limb in 6 hours, and this infection was already past the point of no return. The surgeons had a choice: try to save the leg or save the patient. Gas gangrene doesn't wait. You can't slow it. You can't negotiate with it. You either cut it out or it keeps going. They made the call. He was rushed into the operating room. Bright lights snapped on. The surgical team moved fast, working with a precision reserved only for the most life-threatening emergencies. They marked the line where healthy tissue ended and dead tissue began. The amputation had to be above the damage, far above, because even microscopic traces of the bacteria could restart the entire infection. The room fell silent except for monitors beeping steadily. Then, the surgery started. For the next hour, the team worked with extreme focus, removing the infection, stopping the spread, saving his life. When it was done, the leg was gone, but the infection was gone with it. He spent the next few days in recovery, bandaged, exhausted, but alive. And that's the part most people never hear about gas gangrene. You don't survive because medicine kills it. You survive because doctors act faster than the bacteria can. Because this infection isn't just dangerous, it's explosive. So here's the truth most people don't realize. Gas gangrene doesn't come from something big. It doesn't start with deep wounds. It doesn't need a dramatic injury. Sometimes it starts with the smallest cut, the tiniest scrape, a wound that gets dirty at the wrong place, at the wrong time, with the wrong bacteria. And when it enters the body, it hides, quietly waiting until the perfect moment. But once it activates, it attacks harder than the body, harder than medicine, harder than anything we're prepared for. It's one of the rarest infections on Earth, but also one of the fastest killing. If you learned something today, If you enjoy real, medically accurate infection stories, and if you want more episodes just like this, subscribe, because next week, we're covering an infection even deadlier than gas gangrene. And trust me, you'll want to be here for it.